Hello everyone, and welcome to one of the best submods for TNO. It's called the Second West Russian War. What it does is it adds additional content to the end of all of the Russian warlord playthroughs. It doesn't add focus tree extensions to all of them, but what it does do is it adds decisions to allow for a Second West Russian War against Germany, so you can really unify Russia in TNO. Reunification of Russia has been a major meme in TNO for a long time. It's an important part of every playthrough, but you can't actually take Moscow in TNO as the game is currently made, hence the existence of this submod. Like, it might be a thing in normal TNO eventually, it might take like 4, 5, 6 years. And the reason today that we play Novosibirsk is because this mod, in addition to adding those decisions for every Russian warlord, specifically adds content for Shukshin, currently the conservative leader of Novosibirsk, or party leader. Novosibirsk is currently non-aligned. And you may too remember, if you've watched some of my other playthroughs, that I commonly do fight Germany as Russia, but that's not because you can do that in TNO. After you end TNO, you enter arcade mode, and I give myself war goals against Germany and stuff so that I can do that. It's not something you can normally do without this mod or a similar mod. And funny thing too, I wouldn't call Novosibirsk the strongest TNO warlord, but they are the TNO warlord that starts off with the most factories, which is interesting, so they have that going for them. Again though, I don't know if I would call them the strongest or easiest to play, but they at least have the factories. Being able to build CAS is crazy. Nobody else is gonna have any amount of fighters besides us, so just a free advantage. We don't even have to work to increase our plane production or anything. No one will ever build as many planes as we will. At least probably. I don't know. And I don't think it matters, but we'll go ahead and rush down the meet with Shukshin focus here. We'll be switching to him eventually, somehow, so we might as well meet with him pretty fast. We have these interesting missions here too. We can increase political pressure, military pressure, economic pressure, take over places. I don't know. Maybe we can become the peaceful unifiers at long last. Wouldn't that be something? Yeah, and people are trying to raid us. That's fun. I don't think they'll win. I guess our army is kind of small, actually. We really need to mobilize some more units. And here's the event, too, from that focus I spoke of, meeting with our friend who will become the leader, maybe. He's currently the mayor of this city here. I think that's our second largest city, I think. And then we will not back down so easily, begin the border war, and I will begin training some new divisions in the meantime. Still, yeah, we're going to win very easily. So we have now entered our second focus tree. It's spring, winter is over. Winter had to be over to do this focus too. That's kind of cool. But yeah, we're going to have to battle people soon. It's kind of inevitable, but we do have this focus. Sunrise democracy, sunset dictatorship, and I think this may be the beginning of our special path. We also now have the warlord civilian chaos mechanic, or at least that's what I call it. It's just the mechanic that lets us attack people. We could attack Tomsk. They're already at war, and they're pretty big. I think we should go ahead with that, and we'll prove our victories, even though we haven't had any victories yet. We just need to prove them so that bad things don't happen. And here we go, we're going to invade. Our army is very powerful. I nurtured it very well. Almost as big as everybody else in our region's armies combined, so even if they were all fighting us and not fighting any of each other, I think we could maybe win. But yeah, in this situation we'll definitely win, though it might take a little while because these are some hard tiles to attack into and there's a lot of empty space around here. But at least their capital is very close to our border. So yeah, they are doing a good job of defending this area, so it's not going to be a free victory here. And we're only at war with them now, and they're only at war with us now, so they can do a better job defending themselves. And we got surprise invaded by someone who really wasn't in a good situation to invade us, so it doesn't really matter that much, but it's still kind of annoying. I'm pretty sure they'll capitulate pretty fast though, so we don't have to worry for too long. And Tomsk got a bit too ambitious and moved divisions out of their capital, so now their capital is ours, though they are kind of pushing us back. We're mostly okay though. Okay, and surprise attack is dealt with. It's time to put all of our effort effort into dealing with Tomsk before someone else declares a war on us, and someone else is planning on it. I probably need to station, though, a few divisions on each border just to make sure that I don't lose. We have their capital, though, so it's only a matter of time before they fall into ruin and have no production. Okay, this is bad. No one else is justifying on us right now, and by no one else, I think only the Black League can justify on us if they wanted to, but they're not. We have some time. We just need to take this one city from Tomsk, and I think they'll capitulate. Hopefully we don't have to take this one, though. Taking this one won't be too difficult. We just don't have a very good way to attack into it. Okay, and they capitulated. We just had to take this one city. We didn't even have to take their capital. That was convenient. I guess they were both the same number of victory points anyways. Also, yeah, the Black League, they're in a different region of Russia. I was just being kind of stupid. We didn't even need to worry about them. But regardless, we're now done with that. It's time to move on to dealing with our final enemy in the region. And unfortunately for them, they don't really have an army, or they only have like these 6 divisions that are running around in circles over here while we're walking towards their capital. I guess it is taking a really long time to move towards their capital. Like, this motorized division is going to take 17 days to move 2 tiles. So yeah, maybe they do have time to reroute their divisions and stop moving in circles. Yeah, that's terrible. And there we go. Everything looks great now. No more enemies. Only friends. Well, only friends here. There's still some other enemies elsewhere. And we still have 2 people we need to attack, I guess, right now. So we will go ahead and do that. And yeah, these 2 wars will be nothing. Maybe. It might take 17 days to move into their capital, though. I wouldn't be surprised. No, only 16 days. That's not that bad. 16 days is perfectly reasonable. And silence reigns where the noise and din of the marketplace once ruled, where merchants from faraway islands come to haggle their goods in the bazaars of thought that were once the Central Siberian Republic. Now their stalls lay upturned on the gravel streets, their contents gathered at the pyre waiting for the single match stroke. Wow, this is crazy. Yeah, I'm not sure what's going to happen everywhere else. Maybe Irkutsk will win. Here it's probably going to be the West Siberian People's Republic. Over here it's impossible to tell, still too early. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. The winners, V, and the Federation's heart. It was a triumphant occasion, crowds of cheering citizens greeting the conquerors of Central Siberia. The men, the All-Siberian Army, marched with military precision, exuding pride and confidence. But yes, we'll go ahead and click the button to form the Central Siberian Republic. There we go, and we can begin with a victorious federation. Oh no, the coming storm. A whisper has grown as the light has gained purchase, so too has our shadow. Festering upon the inherent cruelty in our actions, it has waited for a moment to strike. Today it emerged from the dark, boldly declaring, I was, I am, I will be. This is extremely ominous for a Hoi4 event. Harrowing. We get general strikes. We also took over this land too, the giant empty state in the north, and we can reconnect the roads. We'll do that. And then we will stop the general strike whenever we can. I don't know how long that'll take. And here it is, the revolt. Is it possible for the city to stop revolting? No, never. Well, we'll stop it. It might take our capital, though. Maybe we'll capitulate. It might have been a really bad idea to have our entire army over here. Okay, never mind. This was actually a genius strategy because we just moved into their capital really quick and they capitulated even though they were 1 province away from our capital. Kind of funny, but West Siberia has also unified too. East is still in chaos and the West is still very confused with what it wants to do. We'll now enshrine the state, our glorious federation. Also maybe expand the power grid. No, we have enough power now. I think we should instead maybe instate poverty relief programs because we're just that nice. And for research, I think we should go for the new industrial tech. And we need to start producing APCs. And Shukshin, our friend, is increasing opposition. Kind of. We all love the Federation. He just has different ideas for it, I think. And we are going to do a nod to democracy. It's not going to put him in power, but it will set the stage for a change in things, potentially. But anyways, that's where we're going to end things for today. And we will pick up with the second half of this series next time, as we continue on in the Second West Russian War submod and fight the Second West Russian War. But with that, I will see you all next time.